Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you all are fine and doing well. Welcome once again in your Zoom online revision class of science. Students, today we will revise our unit number 1, that is the brain and nerves. You have learned about brain in this unit. I am going to repeat all the things regarding to the brain again. You know that in our body there is a central control system. There is a main part that is controlling the whole functions of the body, and this is the brain. Because of brain we can understand all the things that are happening around us. All our sense organs are working because of the brain. If we talk about that, how does brain look like? So the answer of this question is, the brain looks like a pinkish gray walnut. Clear? As you can see on your screen that the brain looks like a walnut, but the size of the brain is bigger than walnut. And the color of the brain is pinkish gray, and it is soft and squishy with many folds and creases. You can see that the color of the brain is pinkish gray and it is very soft. When you touch the brain, it is soft and squishy, and there are many folds and creases in the brain. Now, where the brain is located? The next question is where the brain is located. Students, you know that the brain is a very delicate inner part of the body, and there it is protected by the bones of skull. So the brain is located in the head, inside the bones of skull, at the top of the spinal cord. As you know that our whole body is made up of cells, because cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Same like that, the brain is also made up of cells. And the cells which make up the brain, that cells are called nerve cells or neurons. And about 100 billion neurons make up the brain. And all these nerve cells link together and neurons link together to make the nervous system, the brain. Clear? Our brain needs a continuous supply of oxygen, a proper supply of food, and enough sleep to function properly. So students, you have to know that you should have a balanced proper diet, and you have enough sleep for your brain to function properly. You can see on your screen, these are the nerve cells which are making up the brain. Now come to parts of the brain. The human brain is divided into three main parts. The largest part of the brain, that is called the cerebrum, which is divided vertically into two halves. The second largest part of the brain, that is called cerebellum, which is below the cerebrum and above the medulla. And the third is medulla, that is also called brainstem, and it connects cerebrum and cerebellum to spinal cord. Now come to functions of these parts of the brain. Students, the cerebrum, which is the largest part of the brain, it controls your voluntary actions like thinking, feeling, and decision making, reading, listening, and the ability to differentiate between taste and smell. And it also enables you to touch and feel the texture of things and to remember things. The second part, that is the cerebellum. The cerebellum controls your physical activities in which muscles are involved, and it controls the movement of muscles and joints. The third part, that is the brain or spinal cord, it controls involuntary actions like digesting, breathing, and heart beating. Now, the second point is that what is the difference between voluntary and involuntary actions? As I told you that cerebrum controls voluntary actions and medulla controls involuntary actions. So you have to know that those actions which are under our control and which we perform with our own will, that functions are called voluntary actions. Where those functions in which our will is not involved and they are performed automatically without our will, they are called involuntary actions. Like your heart is beating all the time, your food is digesting, and you are breathing all the time. these functions are not under your control, so that's why these are called involuntary actions, where thinking, feeling, reading, watching TV, listening music, these are the functions which are under your control and they are called voluntary actions. So the cerebrum controls all the voluntary actions and medulla controls involuntary actions, where cerebellum controls the actions in which muscles are involved. Now the next is the nerves. Students, as I told you that there are the special cells which make up the brain, the spinal cord, and the your whole body is connected with the brain through these nerves, through the like telephone. These nerves are like telephone wires which are scattered in our whole body, and they have connected our whole body parts to the brain. And these cells are called nerve cells or neurons. Clear? There are two types of nerves or two types of nerve cells. One which send message from our body to brain or spinal cord. These are called sensory nerves, and those nerves which carry message from brain towards our body parts, towards our muscles and glands, these are called motor nerves. Clear? So in this way the our body functions are performed through the brain. Clear? Why? Because all the body parts are connected with brain through the nerves like sensory nerves and motor nerves. The nerves which carry message from body to brain are called sensory nerves, and the nerves which carry message from brain towards the body part, these are called motor nerves. Okay, students, you know that the weight of the brain is the average human brain weighs about 1200 to 1400 grams. This is the brain weight of the brain. Clear? The human brain weighs 1200 to 1400 grams. Now you can see how the brain works. First, the sensory nerves send message to the brain, and then the brain orders, and this order is delivered through motor nerves to the body parts. Now come to reflex actions. What are reflex actions? The actions where you do not stop to think and you perform them suddenly or automatically. Such actions are called reflex actions. Clear? And these are the actions which you perform suddenly or automatically, or we can say it is an involuntary action or unconscious action by the body in response to the external stimuli. Reflex action is an immediate action generated by the body in response to the environment without the involvement of brain. Students, these are the sudden actions, and these are the sudden responses to the stimuli. We have told you about the stimuli, that the sudden change in the environment, in your surrounding, that is called stimuli, and the response of our body to stimuli, sudden response of our body to stimuli is called reflex action. You can see on your screen the reflex arc. It is called a reflex arc. When a pin pricks in your foot, you suddenly move your foot because the sensory nerves send message to the spinal cord. Reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. Clear? Instead of brain, reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. When when a pin pricks in your foot, the sensory nerves send message to the spinal cord, and spinal cord tells you to move your foot, and this order is carried by motor nerves towards the muscles, and we move your foot or our legs. Clear? So this type of functions are called reflex actions. Hope students you have understood about the brain, the parts of the brain, their functions, the nerves and the reflex actions. And the remaining topics of this unit, we will discuss all the remaining topics in next class. So till next class, take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.